Hey guys, welcome to the 11th episode of Linux Basics for VLSI. Today is the 8th day of the bootcamp where we'll be covering single most important topic about job scheduling, and the topic is Crontab in Linux. We will mix GUI and CLI methods to get the job done correctly without any error. So gear up and enjoy the learning experience. Welcome back to the computer screen. Today we are about to explore one of the most important Linux command. The command is Crontab. So here is the manual. Here it says the Crontab maintain a Crontab files for individual users. Now what is a Crontab? It's a job scheduler. That means you can schedule jobs at particular times, and this will be repeated in a periodic fashion. That means if every day 10 AM I schedule a job, so it will run on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every day at 10 AM. So this is called job scheduling. So for that we use the Crontab. Now here are the 4 important switches of the Crontab. The L option causes the Crontab to be displayed on standard output, that means the terminal. The -R option causes the current Crontab to be removed. -E option is used to edit the current Crontab settings using the editor specified by the visual or editor environment variable. Editor is a environment variable. In my case it is set to gvim. You can set it in your cshRC file with the setenv command. Now after you exit from the editor, the modified Crontab will be installed automatically. So this E switch is used most of the time. Now the 4th switch, the I option, modifies the -R option to from for a user yes or capital Y or small y respectively before actually removing the Crontab. So this and this work together. If I go back here, you can see the Crontab runs as a command, Crontab then -U username, and then if we use the E, it will open the Crontab default file where the Crontab settings will be kept. Rest of the things are optional, like I is a kind of interactive, right? And E, L and R, they have specific uses. I can be used here everywhere, and E, L and R, as I just now shown downwards, these have to be used. The mostly used is -E. That means Crontab, then -U and then -E. So this way the Crontab is used. Now we are done with the definition or the idea of the Crontab. Now let me go into the detail how the Crontab is done. I have opened couple of URLs here where you can go ahead and make the settings. The 5 fields you can see, first, second, third, fourth and fifth. So these 5 fields are there in the Crontab settings. However, it is difficult to remember because when you give like this, which is what remembering is a bit tough. Now if you come to this website, right, I'll provide in the description. Here you can come and you can say click here, and from the drop down you can see that what value you can choose, and accordingly what will be picked up. So if you 0 to 59 allowed value 0 to 59 will be entered, then every minute, and other values are there. So from this drop down you can select. So I pick up from here and enter a value, first value here, say 5 minute. Next 23 hours. Here also you can see the lot of informations are there. If you choose this will be done. If you choose this will be done. Okay, so all these things you can read slowly, and then according to your need you can add. Here let me do it at 10 AM. So I will write 10. So it has changed. Now day of the month, here star will go every day. Month, star means every month, and so it is the day of the month, means if there are 30 days in a month, so all 30 days will be counted. If it is 31 days, it will count all 31 days. If it is 28 days, it will count the 28 days. Month, for 12 long months, it will use all of the months. Now here it is there, the default is here Sunday. Now what I do, I change it to star. So I change it star. So you can visually go ahead, use this guide and construct your Crontab settings. So once this is done, you can copy it Okay, and you can open up here. So here once I move to sudo, it is asking for the editor. Let me choose to nano editor. Here you can see the details are there. Now here I have to go back again in the website. Here I copy it, I come back here and I paste it. Then I have to save it. I will type the command that will be executed is that ls, simple command. So here you can see there is a guide here also, and you can follow this example how to set up. Here I am doing the simple ls. So I'll save it and I will exit. So the cron tab is done. This way the cron tab can be specified in the system. Now let me go back to the web browser. Here another website is there. You can take the help of this website. It is much more elaborate. Here you can see that minutes every 5 minutes, every minute, even minutes, odd minutes, 5 minutes, every 5 minutes. Here you can see, I'll provide this link in the description. So from there you can pick it up. So here it says that you use our service to do the shortcut to construct your cron job and use the cron available in your Linux or Unix system. So if I go down here, you can see the complete the following to generate the cron tab line. Here you can do every 5 minutes and say every hour. You come here, you can pick up the days. So I picked up every day, month, every month, and every weekday. So here you can pick up, right? So now here you can see as per this cron job created. You can just copy it and then you can go here and you use this sudo then crontab e command. You open this file with here I have chosen the nano. I am removing this and I am pasting this and let me save it and then I exit it. This way you can do the settings. Now let me go back. Guys, the reason I have shown you the GUI here where you can go ahead in a web browser and do the settings easily, because it is difficult to remember the 5-6 fields that you have to fill up for each cron tab operation. To get out of this headache, I have just shown you the two easiest way. You go to your browser and then from there you configure your cron job instruction and come back to your terminal and there you set the cron job instruction. Now this is done. These two are done. These are the two GUI. So let us move on to another website. So this is called ZEIT GUI, front end to cron tab to schedule jobs in Linux. So here I have kept the instruction. Let me add the repository first. So here I think the repository has been added. Let me clear the screen. Let me now update. Updation is done. So here the installation is ongoing. You can see it is proceeding. So So the installation has finished. So let me clear the screen. Now this is now installed in our local machine, and this is the GUI. Let me launch it. So here you can see add a task. Description I am writing ls. The command is simple, ls. So let me go to minute, hour and day of week. If you hover here, right, you can see that what values you have to give. So let me go back here. We have used 5, 10, then star. So let me use it. 5, 10, then start. So you can see here at 10:05 every day it is enabled. So here you can see that the task is here, and it's the about this particular software, so it is green tick. Let me delete this task. So folks, this way you can run the GUI application for the Crontab. So that means you can use either of these two websites to construct your Crontab builds, and then you go to the terminal. There you go ahead and use Crontab-E as a root, and then you do the Crontab settings and input them in the respective file. Another way I have shown you using the ZEIT GUI. You can also schedule it. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for watching up to this point, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. In case you have some dislikes, put that as in the words in the comment section down below. And bye for today.